So good to see your lovely faces. I am Sean,
I am Shannon.
and this is Shortcuts. This is the long cut, but you know what we do? We cut the end off of both ends, and then we crunch up the middle, and we lovingly massage it until it's so tender and supple, and then we just gently feed it into your ears, ever so slightly. It's almost like whispering silk right into your ears.
There you go.
They're getting worse.
I know.
Getting worse. I suppose I could work on it during the week. I won't, but I could.
No, don't work on it at all. It's hilarious just the way it is.
Sinners, you know what we do with Shortcuts. We start off with our birthdays / anniversaries, and I'm insanely curious to see what you have.
Yes, I actually only have one, so a one and done for today. But it's a good one, or at least I think it's a good one.
All
So
right.
this is celebrating 25 years. Came out in 1999.
99.
Idle Hands.
Oh, snap. Boy,
I loved this movie.
this movie, I'm going to say that this movie has a lot in common with the movie that we're going to do after this, which is The Crow. Now that sounds a little wacky because, they're so insanely different, but they're so quintessentially 90s. There's such a 90s stamp on them, which makes sense. I mean, shot during the 90s. But like the soundtrack, the Crow, of course, has its own unique style, but Idle Hands, and I would say that Idle Hands is even like more of a 90s movie than Scream. Idle Hands takes like all of the stereotypes of fashion and music and everything and just puts it in a blender, and you're like, it's delicious.
Yeah. Even Offspring made an appearance in it. Right? They were like the high school proms band, I think, before they got killed off, which was fantastic.
Shannon, how about the fact that we have Devon Sawa, who stars in the film and is now like genre Sweet Kisses Tiger Beat poster boy all over again, and I love it.
And do you know who the hand was?
Who?
Christopher Hart.
No, come on, seriously?
Who's the Thing? Who's Thing in Addams Family?
You got to be kidding me!
Nope, same guy.
I knew he was this guy. So Christopher Hart is like, I am the hand. He's like the Andy Serkis of hand acting.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you want hand acting, you go to Chris. If you want someone in mocap, you go to Andy. I love it. God, how do you get that gig? Because I'm a very poor actor, but I can do that.
I guess he just has a unique look to his hand. Like maybe he was a hand model. I'll admit I did not go further into it. I just made that up. I don't know.
All right, Hollywood. If you're looking for short, stubby sausage fingers for your next movie, I'm your man. Contact my agent, which is also me, and my management staff, which is also me.
Sometimes it's me. Don't contact
All right. Now, without getting super... Yeah, sometimes it is you. You're right. Without getting super creepy, I'm going to brush up against it, so I'll apologize right now, because she was probably insanely young in 99. But Jessica Alba, please. I mean, that picture was in everyone's locker, boys and girls alike.
Yeah.
Good gracious. Yeah. She's one of those people like Paul Rudd where you're like, oh, vampires do exist, because she hasn't aged a day.
I know. I think this was her first horror movie, I believe. Like, I know she's done, she always does, she does like a lot of like random things. But like, I feel like she went into doing, eventually like the romantic comedies, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really seen her do much since then.
No, I think, you know what? I think she's just casually relaxing on a gigantic pile of money. Good for her. And being a super mom. I see her pop up with all these, good tips on how to make sure your kid's a complete asshole. So good on you, Jessica Alba.
Very cool. Being super mom. There you go.
Super mom, woohoo! Love
Whoop
that. All right, well,
whoop.
all right, we're one and done on idle hands. Idle hands, we love you. Look what I'm doing there. So, good one. Let's pivot to movies.
All right.
We've got a couple. How about let's start with Abigail because I saw it. Did you see it?
No, not yet. Ah.
Okay, no spoilers, no spoiling, no spoiling. I'm
Okay.
so happy to report it's everything that you and I had discussed previously. It's a popcorn movie. It's so
Nice.
much fun. It certainly doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's in on the joke, about a
Okay.
ballerina, a 12-year-old ballerina vampire. Uh, a lot of fun. Is it a perfect movie? No. These kind of movies, they're never going to be perfect. It'd be
No.
a completely different movie if that were the case. But can you go there and spend your dollars and get your money's worth and feel happy about it? Absolutely. Go see Abigail in the movie theaters.
Nice.
So it gets let's say on a scale of 1 to 5 fangs, I will give it a solid 3.5 fangs.
Perfect. All right. I like it.
All right, Jen, I'm a little scared to talk to you about this next one.
Oh no, why?
I saw Infested.
How?
It's on
Is it on?
Shutter.
It is on Shutter. That's right. It is on Shutter. I have to get Shutter.
Okay.
Okay.
So the good news this is a great creature feature. It's great.
Okay.
I think I made I think I made too much of a big deal out of it these past 8 months to a point where it couldn't possibly overcome the giganticness that I created for it, which is a me problem.
Okay.
This movie, I wish I had seen it on the big screen though. I'm really disappointed because this
Okay.
is a really ooey gooey, creepy crawly movie, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
It's actually not gooey at all. I take that back, but it's so creepy crawly. The director Sebastian Vanasek, we've already discussed it. He's doing one of the two installments that are coming up for the Evil Dead franchise. He's doing one of them. It's in insanely capable hands,
Mm-hmm.
especially coming off of Sting. What I'm going to do like quick little 10-minute episode that I'll post this week as a recap to Hot Spider Spring. So people can be like, all right, this guy's finally going to shut the fuck up about spiders. Um, I hear you, and I read your hurtful comments. So yeah, I'll wrap it up.
Aw.
Sting was a miss all over the place. Look, the people, I'm sure they put their heart and soul into it, but it is just a complete and utter miss. Infested is one of those movies like you lift your feet off the floor. It's so creepy and so
Okay.
like that you're on the edge of your seat and you're feeling something on the back of your neck, which is
Ooh.
what you want. You know,
Right.
it it has it kind of ramps up to a set piece that didn't 100% work for me, but again, that's my stupid dumb opinion. That's a me issue. I want people to watch this film. I'd love it if people could see it on the big screen because you have to see these kind of creepy crawlies on the big screen because it just amplifies everything.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case for just about 99.9% of us. Um, it was even released in New York at the Alamo Drafthouse for a day. It was released at
Ah.
the IFC Center for a day.
Oh,
So
come on.
yeah, yeah. But you know what? Hey, look, it's on Shutter. Check it out. It is really, really good. The acting's fantastic. The cinematography is fantastic. The directing is incredible. They use live spiders, so I read, for damn near most of the movie, and you can tell, you can feel it. Like it's so.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's just like that feeling right up the center of your back.
Oh yeah.
That happens about. I'll do my simple math. A billion times during the movie.
My
1 billion,
simple math.
1 billion
Wow.
times.
How would you compare it to arachnophobia?
Arachnophobia is still the champion.
Okay.
And you know what I'll do? I love that question. You get this for asking that question. I don't want to really. It's too new, but I'm going to circle back to that in another shortcuts in let's say like 2 weeks or so, and I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you why arachnophobia is better because we'll give people a chance to see it.
For
But
sure.
arachnophobia still the reigning champ.
Okay.
All right, that's enough about spiders. Um, I I just wanted to remind people that Late Night with the Devil is on Shutter. It is still in the movie theaters. If you get a chance to see it in the movie theaters, because it's probably coming close to the last week that you're going to be able to, please do. It's a lot of fun.
It
Oh,
is. And then
oh,
go
it's a
listen
lot.
to our episode with Macabre Daily.
Oh, those boys. Oh, those saucy boys. Love those guys. Um, quickly, we've got Boy Kills World. I'm really not going to say anything about it. I haven't heard good nor bad. It's
Yeah, I
out
haven't
there.
heard anything yet. Yeah, it
No.
like just came out, so I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, let's let it sink in. Let's let it marinate for a week, and we'll come back to it. And then did want to put this on everyone's radar. So, Indonesian horror master, Chemo Stam. I can never get the last name right. Stambor, I believe it is, who directed Macabre and Headshot and Queen of Black Magic, has a new movie out called Dancing Village: The Curse Begins, and I'm hearing incredible things about it. So I
Okay.
really wanted to go out of my way to just put this out there because it's going to be hard for. It's not necessarily going to be something that is going to drop right into your lap, but Indonesian horror and Indonesian action. Oh, Santa Maria! Oh, I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love what Indonesia's doing. I kiss you all over your face, Indonesia. All right, so that's it for movies. Then let's go to books. I'm just going to do three quick books, and then we're just going to get into news, and then that's pretty much it. This
Yeah.
this this is going to be a shorty shortcuts. Okay, so as always, I will sing my song. Emily, use I steal all your stuff. You said it's okay. No lawyers here just yet. So we have three books. The first one, very excited about. This is Oracle, and this is by the novelist Thomas Olde Huevelt, who I know I screwed up that name. I apologize, Thomas. But he is the one who wrote Hex a couple of years ago. I don't know if you've
Okay.
read Hex.
I have not actually, but
Hex is real good.
I I was gonna say,
Real,
yeah, I
real.
feel like you told me about it, that one.
So this one is called Oracle. It releases on the 30th from Nightfire, and from international best-selling author Thomas Olivier Huivelet, again, I'm sorry, comes Oracle, a supernatural thriller where an omen from our past threatens the return of ancient forces that will change the world forever. Okay,
Ooh.
table for one. You got it. I'm in. Then we have The Redemption of Morgan Bright by Chris Panettiere, and that comes out on the 23rd from Angry Robot. Oh, snap. Okay, I just had a thought, but I'll circle back because I don't want to rob Chris of uh, promoting the book. A woman checks herself into an insane asylum to solve the mystery of her sister's murder. Okay, I love every word of that. Only to lose her memory, it's getting better, and maybe her mind. Oh my God! From the subversive voice behind the phlebotomist, can't believe I got that right, comes the story that combines the uncanny atmosphere of Don't Worry, Darling with the narrative twist of Last House on Needless Street. All right. I mean, if
Ah.
that's not a friggin' gumbo of awesomeness right there. Okay. I'm sorry that I had like a little moment there, but when I read Angry Robot, how about our friend Andy Davidson finish the friggin' first draft
I know. I saw.
of Vampire vs.
Yay.
Robot coming soon to your hands because you're going to buy the book and you're going to read that damn thing cover to cover. Or there's going to be trouble. When he posted that on Instagram, I got woozy.
So did I.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, and then lastly, we have First Light by Liz Karen, and that comes out on the 23rd from Nightfire as well. Nightfire, good on you. First Light, the riveting sequel to Liz Karen's Night's Edge, which got insane buzz, is about seizing a brighter future by confronting the shadows of our past. So, again, this is vampire fiction and it is incredible. And I just want to put this out there that Liz Karen and Nat Cassidy are doing they're doing a talk soon. I will put the location and the date in the show notes because I cannot remember where or when it is, but it's very soon. It's going to be in the tri-state area for you tri-state area people here on the Northeast. And Nat Cassidy graciously accepted my invitation to be on the podcast. So we're going to be talking to
Huzzah.
Nat soon. But he, when he posted that he's going to be with Liz Perrin and they're going to be talking about their books and they're going to be talking about all sorts of awesome stuff, I got super excited, so much so that I forgot to write it down. But I will put it in the show notes. That's a promise.
Okay.
All right, you want to talk some news?
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
hear it.
The first one you and I are so excited about, we might bite through our knuckle. Okay. How about you take Ozark's outstanding actor, Julie Garner,
Mm.
and you then not only put her in Zach Kreger's Weapons coming up, which is now, I just read today, is also going to be starring Aaron Elcourt, and also starring Josh Brolin. So how about that for a cast to make you lick your chops? Disgusting. Um, how about the fact that she's also doing a series that's a prequel to Rosemary's Baby called Apartment 7A for Paramount
I
Plus?
did see that.
Eh, I- how about this, Sadie Hartman? How about you're coming on the podcast when that's broadcast and we're going to talk about that series because we did Rosemary's Baby and it just makes sense.
It does make sense.
So I'm putting the invite out there right now. So
There you go.
incredibly excited about that. Also, from what I'm reading, they're really going to spend a tremendous amount of money on this series. Not that I know that it kind of sounds gross, not that I'm hearing it, but I do love production value. So especially for a series. I have a feeling that this is going to look gorgeous because what a great blueprint to work off of, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So then we have 28 years later. So this is
Yes.
going to launch. It's weird, like how this works. This is the third in a trilogy that is then going to be the first in a new trilogy. That's the plan.
Yeah. Which
It
is confusing to me.
it is. Now I'm like, how many is that? That's five. Yeah.
It's
Like,
math.
okay.
Math. I hate math.
Math is bad. Math is bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
you'll never use math. You don't even pay attention. You're never going to use it. That's a lie. You're going to use it like every day. Please say in school. We're going to be in trouble. Okay, so we've got Ray Fiennes, we've got Aaron Taylor Johnson, and we have Jodie Comer. That's like, all right, come on. That's a really good cast, and that's only the
Yeah.
first three.
Right.
Word on the street is, because I hang out on a rough street that talks about nothing but horror. Word on the street is, Cillian Murphy is going to be in the second installment, which will be the fourth movie. So the math is so insanely confusing. He will be in the second installment.
Do we know how? Like, is it flashbacks? Is he just going to be a different person entirely?
No, I think he's going to be the person. I
Because
think
when
he's going to
he
be the person.
okay,
If you think about it, it's not so much of a stretch. The original came out probably 20 years ago, so you're only adding 8 more years on. They'll just old him up a little bit.
okay,
If he wants to talk to me about how to gray up your hair, I'll give him tons of tips. You know, step 1, get cursed by a witch. Step 2. So I'm really loving that cast, and I'm loving the little teasers they're putting out about Cillian Murphy. That dude he's got the hottest hand in Hollywood right now. You know,
yeah,
so good on him. How about Cillian Murphy kisses all over your Irish gorgeous face? That you have the hottest hand in Hollywood, and you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure I get some genre work in there too, and I'm going to support my buddy Danny Boyle. Come on, man,
yeah.
love that. All right, how about this one? Dan Stevens in the running for Scream Queen of 2024. What does he do to start like, hey, you know what? I think I really want that title, and I think I'm really going to want to cement it in. I don't know if it's going to release in 2024, but Al Pacino and Dan Stevens are going to star in The Ritual. There's a really good horror movie by that name already. Maybe we change it. Just saying. 2 priests, 2 conflicted priests. Is there any other kind? who,
Mm.
who perform an exorcism? Al Pacino and Dan Stevens. Okay. You know,
Why not?
all I want to do, all I want to do is like take a carriage ride around Central Park, and I'm in the middle, and I'm just between those two guys, and I'm just like, what are we talking about? But the carriage is not drawn by horses. We don't support that in New York City. No, it is motorized. It's a motorized carriage. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah, give those poor horses a break. Um, and then the last thing I have is Thandie Newton, and I may have said this last week. I don't remember. Thandie Newton's joining Wednesday. Did I say that last week?
You might have.
Ugh,
Well, no, I thought wait, I remember you announced Steve Buscemi.
shit. Oh, all right, vindicated. It was Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. So this week, yeah, so Thandie Newton got, you might have mentioned her too. Honestly, I don't remember. But I remember you mentioning Steve Buscemi.
So now Steve Buscemi and Thandie Newton. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a little spoiled this week because the people that are popping up in horror and genre work this week, oh boy, someone
And
read my birthday list.
just to like kind of like bounce off of Wednesday a little bit, apparently they're releasing like a limited edition Monster High doll of Wednesday and Morticia. I might want
You know what? You've been a real good girl this year. That might end up in your Christmas stocking.
it. Woohoo!
Maybe not sooner. Oh, I have one special thing to do. Okay, there's only one trailer, and that is Blink Twice with Channing Tatum, directed by Zoe Kravitz. And the original name of this film was called Pussy Island. I wonder why they had to change it.
I
So
wonder why.
now it's called Blink Twice. It is the trailer is incredibly entertaining. It's got one of my all-time favorite actors, Ali Shawkat, from Green Room. I love her, absolutely
Yeah.
love her. So check that trailer out. Channing Tatum is also like, I'm seeing him in a lot of trailers lately, and I'm kind of loving it because he kind of dropped off for a little bit, and I like the guy. I
I
really do.
like him too. He seems like somebody who just has a fantastic sense of humor,
Yeah,
and you just have to love that, you know?
I think he's got a great sense of humor. I think he's got a great sense of humor about himself for some of the things that he's done.
Yeah.
So I really love to see that he's getting more work. Because things are tough for 6'3" incredibly handsome men out there. So it's really good when they catch a break.
Yeah, we support you.
All right. I just want to put this out there because we're just by the time this episode posts, it will be May 2nd. So Sinners, this is what you have to look forward to. Some of what you have to look forward to in the movie theaters in May. So we're gonna check out I saw the TV Glow. So if you haven't seen that trailer, please check it out. It is confounding in a really good way. Really, it's yeah, I love everything about that trailer. Then we have Shannon, am I pronouncing it right? It's tarot cards, right? Tarot? Because I've also
Tarot.
heard people say tarot, but that sounds wrong.
That does sound wrong. I
Tarot.
mean, it might be. Yeah, I've always known them as tarot.
All right. Someone got in my head recently on a podcast and repeatedly called it tarot. And I've never, ever heard anyone call it that. But of course, I'm like, well, that woman's obviously right. I have to change the way to say it now.
I've
All right.
never heard it that way, but it might be a potato patata kind of a
No,
situation.
I trust my buddy. I'm trusting you.
All right.
Then we have New Life, which I definitely spoke about a couple of weeks ago. That is going to probably be on VOD. I don't think that's in a theater, but that trailer was really good and it's gotten good buzz. Holy guacamole. Okay, this one just came to my attention today, and all of a sudden, like I saw it this morning, and then boom, 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 all over social media and some of the sites that I follow, we're talking about Mind, Body, Spirit, a found footage. Now, this, all right, you gotta
Oh,
stay with me now.
wait. I have heard it.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
it's about like a dark web yoga routine and it's found footage, and it goes horribly wrong, and I'm down with all of that, and I really, really want a good found footage movie. Kind of jonesing for one, so looking forward to that. This one I am not going to watch because this subgenre gives me the willies, and that is The Strangers, Chapter 1.
Okay.
Yeah, Home Invasion gives me the freaky deakies.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember I remember we were like, I don't know, we saw the trailer, we were a little skeptical on it, but I mean, I'll probably end up watching it anyway.
You know I will too. I will not enjoy myself. I'm telling you that right now. It's directed by Rennie Harlan, who had a pretty great run in the late '90s. I mean, we got Cliffhanger, Die Hard 2, we got Deep Blue Sea, which I love the hell out of, and
Hmm.
then he then he directed Cutthroat Island and married Gina Davis, and that seemed to be not a good time for him. Now he's back. So, all
Without
right, you
getting
know,
into detail.
yeah, Rennie, we'll wish you luck on this one, but that's a tough hang for me. But anyway, good luck. Then we have. I know I mentioned this the other week. I really want people to be aware of this. Night Watch: Demons Are Forever. That is going to be on Netflix, and everything that I'm hearing and seeing about this screams good time, good scary, freak you the freak out time. So
Mm,
just be aware. And then, okay, Shannon, here's the last one, and this is the most exciting one, I think, for the both of us. I want your
okay.
opinion on this. In a Violent Nature.
I cannot fucking wait for that movie. I'm
Yes,
so
please.
excited for that movie. I'm
Yes, please, and thank
so
you.
oh wait, like as always, try not to get your hopes up because because trailers can be deceiving
Too
and
late.
whatnot, but it's just so wildly different and
Ah,
it just I don't know. Like it looks even more scarier that you're with the killer the whole time as opposed to the other way around where you don't know where the killer is. Like somehow it's more terrifying, right?
yes.
Like
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but
Yes.
I'm so intrigued, so intrigued.
Everything you said is true. It's the viewpoint of the killer. And it's
And now you know where he is the whole
yeah,
time. But I'm like, but why is that? Why am I even more scared?
you know what? Let's give credit to the director and the cinematographer and all the people
Yeah,
that worked on that film because
because
I'm
it does look
sure
gorgeous,
it
and
does.
it does look very gorgeous. Yeah.
And I think that in lesser hands, maybe it would look flat. Maybe we'd see the trailer and we'd be like, this isn't working for me. This is gonna bomb. But you see 2.5 minutes of it, and you're like, I cannot wait to put this into my eye sockets. Sorry, I forgot one thing. I forgot one. So in a Violent Nature, we love you. You know me. I have no impulse control. So you're like, we need to temper our expectations. Every movie that I get excited about, I'm like, this is going to be the best thing that ever happened to me and happened to the world and happened in the universe. I don't build things up too much
I'm not dramatic at all.
at all. Ow! 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 Shannon just hurt my feelings on the podcast. Everyone, truer words were never said. All right. This is actually super cool for people in the Northeast. There's a site that I want everyone to go to. It's called Onset Cinema, and they're doing the movie The Burning, August 3rd in Ransom, New York. So I saw this on Instagram and I got curious, and then I went on their website, and they don't just do New York; they do horror movies across the United States. There's they did Santa Mira, California. They did The Lost Boys. They did a couple of movies down in Wilmington, North Carolina. It turns out like so much is shot down in Wilmington, North Carolina. They're doing The Burning. They did Friday the 13th, where that was filmed in upstate New York. So
Wow.
go on there. What you have to know, Sinners, is that it's not they only really do like a seating for 30 people. So it's kind of like first come, first serve. You gotta get in there.
Oh
Um,
Lord.
but I love the concept of seeing a movie where it was shot.
Where it was filmed. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's
fun.
great. So I
Yeah.
just I just want to point people in their direction. I'll put the link to the website in the show notes. But what's more fun than that? Get out there, especially during the summer. Weather's going to be gorgeous. Go to watch a movie at a site where people were pretend horrifically slaughtered.
Yeah.
What's better than that?
This is great times.
Yeah. So that's all I've got. I think we did a
I just
pretty good job.
Yeah, I got one more thing. I just have there's one event I want to
Oh
promote
shoot!
that's on Saturday.
Yes, please.
So Sinners for whether you're Star Wars fans or not, I just have to say, obviously, it's May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day. We all know this. But the Red Zone, which is, if you're on the Long Island, New York area, this is located in West Babylon. This is the same place that recently did the Squid Games event, which was so much fun. But we're going to be doing, we're not doing it. I'm just going, but my friend John, who owns the Red Zone, he's going to be doing a roast. It's of a high school friend of ours who is more than happy to be a target. So he's just going to be roasted just for laughs, for a good time, and it's also going to be it's also a fundraiser that we're going to try to help raise money. Another friend of ours unfortunately passed away too young, too soon, and we
Okay.
just want to help his family pay some of the the hospital and the funeral expenses. So you'll be
What a
supporting a good cause.
fantastic cause.
Yeah.
Fantastic
So
cause.
this Saturday, May the 4th, Star Wars Day, because that'll just be easier to remember. And it's I believe, I'm reading it right now. I'm sorry. 8 p.m. seating. It starts at 9 p.m. So it'll be an evening event.
Now, you said this is at the Red Zone, and John is going to be there. Now, is that John who runs the Red Zone?
Hmm.
Long Island's sexiest bachelor, John?
The one with the best wings on Long Island. That's the one.
Sweet baby face, gorgeous man, John? That one?
Yes.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, get on down there and you know what? Feast your eyes. You're welcome.
Yeah.
He's
And
gonna
bring your
pound me if
wings
he
bib
sees me.
as well.
And John puts on a fantastic time at the Red Zone. This is such a great cause. You guys have hearts as big as the moon. I love all of the things that you're doing. I mean, it's yeah, no, you guys are fantastic. I can't commend you enough. I wish I was going to be there, but you'll tell me all about it, I'm sure.
Hmm. Yes. So come on down.
All right, gang, that's it for shortcuts. I hope it was as delicious as it sounded on our end. Oh my gosh, how self-serving. But we can't do anything until Shannon does what Shannon's supposed to do.
Fire my intern. No.
Our our people, who are ourselves, are horrible.
I think I got to get myself a raise.
Wait, we get paid? Are you getting paid?
Are you getting paid for this?
I am making zero money. It is costing me a
Uh,
fortune.
all right, Cinners, and that's a cut. Bye.
Zong, zong, zong.